Testing. Aha. Hello, hello. Welcome into the break room, everyone. What do we got going on for today? So there, let me just check. Yeah, I have I repinned the question of the day in chat that we had from last stream because we didn't get around to answering it then. Again, for those watching the VODs and whatnot after the fact, the question of the day today is your happiest memory of a time when you were alone or with other people? So, again, I'll wait until we get some people flowing into here before we get to answering that question. Usually someone will see it and answer it, and then we kind of get into a conversation from there. You may notice a little different. Finally decided to get a haircut this morning. My buddy City posted in the Discord the other day that he found a place called the Break Room Barbershop. I'm like, I was just thinking I needed the haircut anyway, so now I feel personally attacked. Um, which was true. Not that I felt attacked, but I was thinking about getting a haircut. I realized it was getting pretty long there. But went back to my usual guy. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. So, um, the cat has not been kicked out of the room. She is right over there. So as usual, I'll have to keep an eye out. She loves when she wakes up climbing on the keyboard. My whole setup is just off of a laptop and then with a dock plugged into it and everything's plugged into the dock. But yeah, the laptop is open, so the keyboard is exposed. Oh, congratulations on first Garuda and welcome in. I think we're still what you're. Oh wait, no, not that. Let me do top first, which we added to stream the other day. There we go. Yeah, yep. You are still in the lead now by 2 instead of by 1. Um, yeah. I was saying my laptop stays open, so the cat loves to walk onto the laptop onto the open keyboard. So we may have to kick her out. She's maybe waking up. Nope, getting comfy and sleeping again. Yeah, type race. It also brings up. Actually, I can't even remember now. But yeah, we'll worry about the cat as things go along. Something I mentioned last stream was that I started posting shorts on YouTube. I decided that I would just post a short now every day to YouTube, at least for the month of December for right now. So you can always check out the socials that takes you to my link tree. YouTube is in there. You can either go to the shorts portion, or I've made a playlist of all of the shorts that I've been adding to there. They're essentially every time that I take a Twitch clip, and I always try to take Twitch clips of my streams of just stuff I find interesting anyway. When I do that, I'm making the portrait version of the clips as well as the landscape ones. And I figure since I'm already doing that anyway, I went and uploaded mostly to get like a Twitch emote, which I got. But yeah, I saw that I got a bunch of views. And then I started uploading more shorts, and I saw that they're all getting a bunch of views. Like I'm averaging 200 views on each of the clips that are getting exported to YouTube. I had one that got almost 1,000 views already. So, and I've only been uploading there for like a week. So, figure I'll keep doing it. We'll see how it goes. Also, if you check out the socials for those interested, Twitch recap came out the other day, so I posted my streamer Twitch recap to there for anyone interested in seeing that. Other things, stream things. I mentioned my virtual cam software went from XSplit VCam to being rebranded VCam AI, and everything about it is worse. I mentioned some of the things that are crappier about it now, but one of them I found out is you can't just pop a YouTube video into it, and say, here, use this as the background. You have to make sure that you have the background uploaded already, and it has to be 50 megs, and this thing behind me is well bigger than 50 megs. It's like an hour long loop. So yeah, now I'm just looking at getting rid of it altogether and seeing what other options there are. So stay tuned on that. Other things happening, we have a multiplayer stream scheduled again this weekend with Karate Man. We're going to be continuing Escape Academy. Hopefully we'll beat the game. We both have the DLC to kind of play through that. And that is, again, through the Discord. Make sure to check that out. That is where we schedule all of these multiplayer game nights at. But yeah, aside from all that, I figured we'd continue on with our Dicey Dungeons playthrough. I've been playing it a lot off stream, mostly for fun, but also a little bit of practice. And I know how to beat a lot of these episodes now, so I figured we just kind of work our way through them. So, let's let the music end here. Oh, one other thing I should mention, for that I forgot to write down here. During my last couple streams, I noticed that the Steam window kept getting captured, even though I had I didn't have display capture on. I have game auto capture on. The reason was I apparently also had my Celeste capturing, and my Celeste capture does capture the Steam window. So I turned that off, and now every time I noticed the moment that I did that, now it doesn't capture the Steam window anymore. So now let's head over. Go to Dicey Dungeons, quick play. So yeah, I don't know what order we're gonna do this in. I've been playing a few of these. Oh, let's just wait this for it to load up, and there it is. Okay. Yeah, like you can see, I keep getting to like level 6, floor 6. That is at the boss level. We could just do that episode. So that is one of the Warriors episodes here. That is episode 6. Notice start with standard rules. Gain bonus rules as you descend further. So again, I played up to the boss a few times, and I would have easily beaten the boss. This whole thing, for those who aren't familiar, well, hopefully you're familiar with what I'm about to reference. This is like a giant game of Flux. I don't like either. We can try to work with this, but this might kill us early unless we get something better. But essentially, so we get either of these as our starter cards. We will take the boomerang because it does double damage. It's just the fact that it does a certain amount to ourselves. The sooner we can upgrade Boomerang, the better, because eventually you get to the point where if you roll a 6, you pop it in here, it'll do 12 damage, but only do 3 damage to yourself instead of 6 damage. We immediately go towards the card over here, because we need more better equipment that doesn't constantly kill us as we use it. Roll for the highest number we can get, which is a 6. But before doing that, now we want this to be as close to 3 as possible. With only one more roll, we'll take the one shield we can. We'll be shielded from one of our 6 hits, so we'll take on 5, but do 12 to them. So we kill them. We just heard that damage at the end. We got 5. Yeah, and so the stick here. There. So now I have something else I can throw damage into. Now here's where we'll likely use our 6s because it inflicts burn. Yeah, it's a giant game of Flux. So when you'll see after we beat this enemy here. Not sure boomerangs are meant to work that. Yeah, I know. I know. We can just use both of these to try to kill them this turn. In fact, we could do this right here. That'll do 12 damage. It only does 6 to us. Because we leveled up, we gain all of our health. We get an extra die. Oh, yeah, that's not where we gain roll. It's when every time we leave a floor. So, like Flux, rules now changed. Shops can now sell any item from the game, or we take a random rule from the... Essentially, you either choose the one rule that they tell you, or you click random, and then you don't get to choose. It just picks from the pool of rules. I don't really know what this one is, but to the best of my knowledge, it's probably one of the easier ones to deal with. That's towards a cart. The more equipment we gain earlier, the better. But also, if we can upgrade that, the sooner we can upgrade the boomerang, the better. But I don't think you can do it till the next floor. Baby squids are easy. You want, essentially, after we have to kill 3. We don't have to, but I'm planning on killing all 3 of these enemies, including this mimic chest. After I kill the second one, we're gonna get a full heal. After the last one, we won't get a full heal, which means I want to eat this apple as the last thing we do. We kill the 3rd enemy, we eat the apple to heal up what we can. There might be an apple in the store also. Which means that we want the last enemy we kill to be the easiest of, the easiest and furthest. Like, we can't get to this wizard last, because, like, the mimic we could do first or second. Wizard being first, then mimic second, or mimic first, wizard second. The baby squid would have to be second or third. Wizard's pretty easy, so we'll do the Mimic first while we have as much health as we do. Because we have Fury, so which means we can double damage with one of these things. Those are both pretty good numbers, so let's re-roll the 4 to try to get as much shield as possible. Perfect. I'm not going to re-roll either of these. Instead, we could do 20 damage but take 10, plus 5 more, or we could do 10 damage plus 20 and take 5. Let's do it that way. So we'll double damage that. Do the 10 damage here. We take 5. Oh, no, we only took 3 because of the shield. That's perfect. So we're at 25, they're at 8. The way that I found is best... They can only use the 3. The way that I found is best to work with this warrior class... Oh, we got frozen, so our 6 became a 1. Just re-roll. That's 5 damage, or 10... Actually... I'm looking. We could do 10 damage here, but 5 to ourselves. I can pop this. We'll do it that way. So this will kill them, but it'll still do 4 damage to us. Here's the 4. The way that this particular episode of the warrior works is the sooner you can kill enemies, the better. Reroll die, get a higher value with a max of 5, so we can actually force a 6 if we get a 5. Oh, Lurk, a fantastic stream. I appreciate it. You, I don't know if... I'm assuming that Puffly is going off to his own stream. So have a good stream yourself. I know he usually streams around this time. Quick shout out. Okay, so we gained our Fury back. Yeah, so we could use this. Let's do at least one reroll before we pop the 1 in. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the shield. Now we'll use this reroll. Okay, we got the 6 out of it. So they only have 1 die. So let's go ahead and burn it. We don't need to double that. If anything, we'll double this, which would be 16 damage plus 6 is 24. Well, actually, if we did it this way, that'd be 24 damage. Oh, that would kill them. Never mind. We are gonna do it this way. Double this, which is 24 damage, another 4 damage. We gained our limit break back, so we can use it again. We got our full heal. Both these are good. This one's particularly good because it does double damage, only used on even turns, which means we wouldn't get to use it until the 2nd turn. But you can upgrade this and make it, and the upgrade is you can only use it on odd turns, which is awesome to be able to do double damage on the 1st turn. So that's our current setup right now. We have 1, 2, 3 things we can damage with, 2 of which do double damage, 1 of which keeps hurting us though every time that we do damage. So this is the first one we want to upgrade. With that said, let's put all the damage on the left side and the modifiers on the right. So here's this apple. We can't eat it yet because we have full health. We can't get to the top until we kill the squid. So squid fight first. Let's move ourselves a little left. Okay. So yeah. So this is one we can't use yet. We need to reroll at least one of these to get a 3. We'll take it. At which point we could try re-rolling with this, but what I would rather do is pop this into here or pop this into here. They only have 2 dice, with the potential of getting both an odd and an even. The odd just blinds one of ours so we can't see it. The even actually does, you know, potentially 2, 4, or 6 damage. If we made this... Oh, we could just kill them right here. Because we can re-roll... let's hear. 10, 24. Yeah, let's do it that way. So we could force this to be a 6. We can then double our damage here. It does mean we're going to take a lot of hits. We're going to take, what, 11 damage on it? But we now have our Fury for the next fight. This kills them. You now see why we need to upgrade that boomerang. We can do a certain amount of damage once per battle. That's actually not bad. But I'd rather save my money for later for apples and upgrades and whatnot. We have enough cards to do decent damage now. So we're at near full health. Let's see what the new rule is. One of your dice is burning at the start of every turn. That's not ideal, but knowing what the other options are, I think we're still going to take it. Yeah, let's take it. It just means that we need to avoid... Yeah, there's the upgrade that we want right there. Bully can really ruin your life. Like, this is another floor where after we kill the second of the two enemies, there's a level 2, a 3, and a 3. We level up at level in 5. So we need to kill at minimum one of these 2 3s and then another enemy. Oh, I guess no matter what you do then, and any 2 of these, because that would be 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, or 3 plus 3 is 6. So no matter what, after killing the second enemy here, we're going to level up. So, same as last time, I think the pirate is the easiest, so I think we want to kill the bully first, because they'll do the most damage. We'll have access to literally everything. This apple, this upgrade, and this thing at that point. Then we'll kill the handyman, get whatever's in the shop, then we'll kill the pirate, then we'll head downstairs. Also, we actually, if we can help it, scratch part of what I said. I don't want to eat these apples until after we deal with the pirate, which will be the third enemy that we get. Bully hits very hard, so the sooner we can kill them, the better. Well, this is kind of unfortunate, but we're gonna do it this way again. We got our limit break. It would be nice to shield. It would have been nice to shield before then. Oh, you used your limit break twice in a turn. Alright. I actually didn't mean to use that. Oh, actually, that's not bad because we shield for 4. Actually, that's not terrible, quite frankly. Because they're going to hit us using this, I guess. So we shielded from at least one of those. We're at 11. We do actually need to eat some of the apples that are on the board now. So we'll do that one to kill them, instead of using the boomerang, which will hurt us. We will do this and immediately upgrade the boomerang. So now we could do double damage. We could pop a 6 in here, do 12 damage, but only here to hurt ourselves for 3. Like I said, this is the upgrade for this one. We can do... Actually, that's a good point, too. We could just upgrade this and then use this on odd turns. The problem is we'd only get to use it on 5s. Shield upgrade would be nice for later. The burn 2, I'd rather just replace this card eventually. Getting 2 uses out of this is also nice. But these are the 2 that I want to upgrade first. Definitely boomerang. So it's not doing crap tons of damage to us anymore. Combined dice could be good. But we don't really... I guess we'll consider this, the spanner. We'll consider replacing this middle whip. And then have the top one be combined dice, provided we have another thing that does damage. If we find a single card that does damage, we can do that. So we just need to make sure to live through the handyman fight. So we need to eat at least one of these. I think 17 is enough to at least live. That burning's not great. We will re-roll that. Oh, we'll re-roll this and this. I'll take it. So we'll take the 3 here. We will re-roll the higher of these. We got a 6 out of it. We'll do this with the 6 because it does double damage. Just take the higher number with the double damage. Because this time we shielded for 3, and that thing only does 3 damage. Our shield prevented us from getting hurt by the boomerang. Okay, that's good. Them getting low numbers is very, very good. Okay, so they do 4 without a shock. If we could kill them now, that'd be ideal. That would do 12. And that would do 4, but we can roll it to be higher. It would be nice to shield us from the 3 damage, but that's fine. Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay, we got our limit break because we're about to get a full heal anyway. Like, I can't remember if the apple actually saved us there. We got a new die, so the fire isn't as big a deal anymore. do... Okay, it needs a 6 as of right now. Do 6 damage and split the die in 2. Is interesting, but we can't use it with anything. So, let's do the pirate fight. And we do get to Fury here. Let's just take the shield immediately. We'll re-roll. We got a 6 already. Let's just use this for the other. It was either going to be a 5 or a 6. So they have 2 dice. This one would take 8 just to do 6 damage and burn one of ours. The other one, with the max of 5, will do that amount of damage on the 4. They could use it again. This would do 12 damage plus 5 or 10 damage, plus we could burn one of theirs. Then I'd still need to do 10 damage. I think the more damage we do, the better. I don't really care as much about... Should I? I probably could have used the Fury there. They're gonna burn us. So that's not so bad. Ideal if we could do this. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Okay. So we'll do it that way. We're shielded for 2. We're going to do 12 damage and kill them. 3 damage comes back to us. So 3 minus the 2 of the shield is 1. We only took 7 damage total across that fight with a 7 health apple. We are at full health before we go to the next floor. We have 8 gold, which is a chunk. So I'm wondering if we might want to take this before we leave, because we're not going to have an opportunity to buy it again. That's just a status effect. That's just a status effect. We'll take it in hopes. We'll go to floor 4. We'll find out what our next enemy countdown's reduced to double. Oh, that's awful. There's not very many enemies where that's going to apply to, but it does mean that if we see the porcupine enemy, the porcupine enemy has a crowbar build. They have a crowbar and they have 4 things that are at a countdown of 6. No, they have this. It's not like a crowbar build. It's similar to a crowbar. If they have 2 matching dice and they throw those dice into this like crowbar like thing, then all of their countdowns will go down by the die's value. And each of the 4 things they have are for if they pump 6 into any of them, that it does 3 damage, and they have 4 of them. So if they could get 24 total, they do 12 damage to us all at once. And so what they can do is pop 2 6s into their combined thing. It takes all of the countdowns of 6 down to 0, and they do all that damage. But reducing the countdowns means that they only need like a double 3 to kill us. Would I say that it's only 1 enemy? And there's much worse rules that are in the pool. So I think we will take it. I don't see the porcupine, so that's good. Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It is bad. The trade one I care the least about. The Loudbird is a pain, but we can deal with it. This is the enemy who's gonna hurt us the most. We don't have anything to freeze them. Like, their one and only real weapon is take 2 dice that are up to 4 and combine them, or something like that. Let's see, while we have a Fury, the sooner we can get rid of this enemy, the better. There, it's this. If they roll a 4, they do double damage. They do 2, 4, 6, or 8 damage to us pretty much each turn with 3 dice. Here's the countdown I was talking about. So this thing is going to reduce it double the rate, which means that they only need a 6 to do 5 damage and lock one of our dice. So if we could kill them right now, that would be ideal. We got a 3, a 2, a 1. We are going to need to do it this way. We're going to roll this to force it into a 6. We're going to do this to double our damage. So we do 24 damage, 6 to ourselves. We only do 1 damage there, but they're at least down by well over half. We end the turn. We don't take the damage from the last die. So yeah, they're going to do the 4 damage there, pump the rest of this, because that's double. There that goes. Okay. We do have our Fury, so we can redo... Oh, right away we can do 10 damage on this guy. And we can double, instead of doing any damage to ourselves, we can Fury this and do double damage. Yeah, you can now see why the double countdown's a problem. Do X amount of damage, lock one of their dice on a 3. So, now... Like, we could potentially do that. The problem with that as an option is the whip is one of the few things where we can use any die we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whereas this is going to force higher numbers. This one, we need a lower number. This one is the only thing now where we can use any die, including 5 or 6. This one, the 5 will become a 6. This one we can use, but not till the second turn. This one has a max of 3. So, this might be sketchy. We might not be able to do it this turn, even. But we have options. It's there. Okay, so again, we have no other way to heal right now. So actually, we can eat this early. Now it's just make it through 2 enemies with whatever health we have. The moment that we beat them, provided we do, then we will gain our full health back. This fight will be the one that'll be a make or break point. Either we win it and we'll be pretty set through a lot of the rest of the dungeon, or it will be the thing that kills us. So let's re-roll. We have perfect. So already we have the max for 6 and 6. Does mean that we can re-roll either of these. So we're going for a 3. If we don't get it, that's fine. Oh god, perfect. So we got our 3. This will hurt us a little bit in a moment. This will do the 12 damage, and we're shielded for 3 already. Oh wait, why? Oh, that's what happened. We shielded for 3, but because we picked up a burning die that did 2 damage, it already did it did the 2 damage to us. So we're gonna protect for 1 of this. Plus another 6. So we still have 29 health, which isn't bad. We're gonna have the double damage next turn. They do have an even and an odd. So not ideal. If we can avoid getting hurt by that, that'd be great. I'm just looking and thinking. I'm pretty sure I can shield for that. That'll do 12, and then that'll do... Essentially, if we do this, that does the 12 damage. Oh, but we also get hurt because of the thorns. I forgot about that part of it. I don't know that there was any better way to do that. So now we have just over half our health for this fight. We will gain our... Actually, we can gain our fury right now just by touching this thing. By either touching this or using that. But since we are going to use that... let's do this to gain our fury. Add shield. Reroll our 4 to make it higher. We only have 2 things to use. We will double our 12 here to make it 24 damage. We're at 15. We were at 20 before. Alright, here's where the annoying part comes in. Even means they can dodge. So they will dodge the first thing we throw at them. They weaken one of ours, so it's a worse version. Oh, they weaken 2 of ours. Okay. This now no longer does 3 damage. It does whatever die we put into it, and it is a max of 3. What is that? It's 8 damage. Okay, but they're also gonna dodge the first thing we throw at them. So, we do... It seems silly, but we do this because they dodge it and it only does 2 damage to us. We do this so it actually does 8 damage, and then we do this because it does 6 damage. We lived. We level up. We gain our health. We get an upgrade. We could also take this other card, the candle, but upgrades are like the most helpful thing. Use this on odd turns, so now we have something that we can attack for double damage on the first turn. Let's check the trade shop. We could take this and make it another damage thing. We only took it because it's a 1 size. This takes up 2 spaces instead of 1. So I'm not going to deal with that. Okay. Take 2 damage at the start of each turn unless your limit break is full. Now... that one's hard to tell. Luckily, we just did the upgrade. That means on the first turn, we're already going to do double damage anyway. Your limit break seems full an awful lot. Yes and no. So the limit break only goes up when you take damage. We are... the reason we're taking damage right now, by the first turn at least, is usually because... well, like right now our limit break isn't full. I'm probably going to take it. Let me start with that. Here's the thing. We have a lot of things that are already hurting us. Every time that we use a boomerang, if we're not protected against all 3 damage that it takes, that damages us. If we want to use the die that's on fire and pick it up, that we take 2 damage from that. This thing would add another 2 damage. Would Rhino Beetle's damage help you reach limit break? So it's, yes, I think. I think that 2 damage will then put us back into limit break again. Again, I think that there's much worse things. There's a couple better things in here, but there's some much worse ones. A better one would be Kraken. Kraken is... You just don't see your enemy's health after the first turn. So you just count it out and you're fine. There's a rule in there that blinds your first dice, and our first die is already burned anyway. So we for the most part haven't been using it, so that one's better. But I think we can make this work. The problem is these are all the worst enemies now. Just in general. This guy is bad if he keeps getting high odd numbers. He has 4 cards that are all odd, and if he uses all of them, and he has 4 dice. If he gets to use all of them, he does that odd number of damage he pumps into it, and he freezes our dice, which means he turns any die that gets frozen turns into a 1. We literally can't do any. We can't eat either of these apples. We're gonna work our way towards the shop first. So we're gonna do these 2 fights first, with the intent of A, there's another upgrade. B, we can check out the shop with 10 coins. We'll get a coin here, a coin here. So 10 coins to see if we can get some better equipment. C, there's probably gonna be another apple in the shop. This is still the first thing we can do. So let's watch right away. So let's see here. Fury, there's the burn. Because we weren't full, I'm pretty sure the Fury did this is the limit break. I'm pretty sure it did go up just now when we took that 2 hits of damage. Let's right away get the 3 shield out of this. We'll re-roll the 1 using normal. We'll re-roll one of these 4s with this. This has a max of 5, so that's perfect. Before we do that, though, let's take the damage from this down here. The 1 we will re-roll using this. We can try... okay. It's a bit of a gamble. So since we're definitely going to use all 3 of these, what I'm going to do is we're going to take 1 damage from this and then 2 more. But we do this first to see how close we can get on our Fury. Because we could have potentially used it here to double damage on this. It might be a good thing we didn't. They're at 26. We're 4 health down. So they have unevens and odds. They only have odds, which means that they inflict confuse. But remember, confuse can damage us. Equipment is mixed up and obscured. Okay. So that's fine. I think we know what all of these are. This max 3 is our shield. This max 5 will re-roll to a 6. This, I mean, it even says Polar Star. We can't use it. So the best we could do is get a 3 out of this. We'll use the 2. This was our whip that's in the middle. So we could... both of these can take any number up to 6. So we'll go ahead and make these this. We will then... I think we want to use... I missed something. I thought you'd upgrade it. I did upgrade the Polar Star. This is second turn. So the upgrade on the Polar Star... instead, the original Polar Stars, you can use it on every even turn. Now the upgraded version is every odd turn. So I already used it turn 1. So, and now, like it says, unavailable because we're on... here's where you can really see it. Turn 2, because it's an even turn, it's unavailable. Yeah. So here's the order we're going to do this in. We're going to Fury first, then use the Boomerang to do 24 damage. We take a lot of damage in the process. We could burn ourselves to upgrade that a bit, but it's not worth it. So we'll do that. Oh! Wait, that's... why did that reroll? I thought... Did we not have the whip in there? Oh! Oh, that is the reroll. Got it. That is... I forgot that the reroll was in the... Yeah, I forgot that was in the pool of things that it could have been. Okay, we're fine. We had them down to 2 damage left anyway, so we're good. Okay, we can actually eat one of these ahead of time before this fight, because we have nothing else that heals us. So I think we're fine doing that. Okay, we're working on, again, Poison Apple. They're weak to fire. Do we have anything? Oh, we do have something that sets fire. So, when it says weak to, that's actually great for us. We'll reroll to get something lower. So, when it says there's some weak to something like fire, because this is fire damage, this isn't 6 damage, this is 12 damage. So if I could double that, that would actually be 24 damage that we end up doing to them. We still ideally want a 3 down here. No, we can't use this at all. So, because we're going to use everything here, I'm going to purposely take this to damage ourselves. I'm going to purposely do this to damage ourselves. Okay, I was hoping for here we didn't get it, but this is still 12 damage. And double damage. So they're down to 12. They have this one odd. Perfect. We don't take the damage anymore. We got our limit break. They did freeze one. Looking, thinking. I can do this. Essentially, this does 12 damage if we can get us to 6. I'm just wondering if I pop it into here. I'll gamble that this will give us a 6. Okay, it did. It means we don't need to double anything. We could just do this. We'll keep our limit break for the next fight. Yeah. It was a risk. It was a good calculated risk. Here is another upgrade, and there is an apple. We have 10 gold, so plenty to be able to do both. In fact, we could do that now. Does it make sense? I guess it makes sense just to buy it now, right? Like, that's going to be 8 health. So we'll go ahead and do it. We have 2 upgrades. So we have 1 here. We can do 2 burn, but really there's no other enemies so that's worth it. So I think adding to shield or double use on the lucky roll might make more sense. Other options include making this so that way it's on evens. We could do a certain amount of damage and then split the die in 2. That might be good, because if I don't care about setting on fire, then we could do any amount of damage, use a 2-4 or a 6, and then even if that is a 6, we would do the same 6 damage we're normally doing, but then it would be split in 2, which would either put it as a 1-5, a 4-2, or a 3-3, and then we would have something we could definitely use in the shield. So that's actually a very good possibility. We could do combined dice multiple times, but we'd still need something else. We could do these 2 and replace the middle. So then we have something that could combine dice together, as well as having something that has a max of 5 and be able to lock their dice. That might be really good, actually. Especially because at the end we're going to gain yet another die out of it. Also, we don't need to upgrade that. Like, even just getting 1 use out of that would be fine. So we could use this. But then, yeah, we could upgrade that and then just pop both of these in to this whip slot. I don't think I care about the burn that much. We're going to try it that way. So we're going to upgrade this so we have a use for anything up to 5. In equipment, we'll take the whip out, pop, this is damage, that is a combined thing. We'll put the shield over here. So now this is the stuff that affects dice on the right side. Here's our damage and here's our shield. Where's the shield now? Let's buy the... No, actually, let's not buy the other upgrade. We can. But let's do the Kraken next because they have a card behind them. Let's see what that card is, and then we'll decide based on that. Okay, so right away, let's reroll this. Alright, well, the best we're getting out of that is probably going to be the 2. We can reroll that to be higher. We can either lock one of their dice, or we can do double damage. I think we're gonna use the Fury. Yeah, but we're gonna try it this way. We're going to use Fury on this to do a crap ton of damage. We're gonna use the 5 on this to lock one of their dice, and then we'll do that for damage. So now of their 5 dice, they're only going to have 4 dice to potentially get a 4 and curse us, which will make one of our equipment unusable. At random, we don't know which one. Blinding 2 dice I could care less about, because we can always combine now. You'll see what I mean in a moment. It's the even, so every time they get an even, twice they'll get to use it. The first one will do 1 damage, the next time it'll do 2 damage. So for now, we end the turn. We only have to deal 11 damage. They can't use that, which is good. They probably will curse us. They did. They did the 1 damage, and now blinded 2. This is one of those enemies where you can see why it matters the order in which you do it. So that right away kills them. Actually, we're fine, right? Because we... Nope. So that was the curse. Good thing that that happened to the curse, actually. It means that this will take 3 damage, but we will kill them in the process. Also, our Fury meter will go slightly up. Our limit break. So, welcome in, Adam. Hope you're doing well. We now get to eat this. We're at most of our health for the last fight. If the enemy roll, it's just a counterspell. If the enemy rolls whatever die you put in, we lock their die. What was the last of these? Is it worth it? We can at least upgrade. So we can upgrade the shield, makes sense. The spanner we didn't even use. The lucky roll also, both the shield and lucky roll make sense. But this upgrade is essentially for one last fight and for the boss battle. Maybe it makes more sense with the lucky roll, because then we get 2 uses out of this plus a spanner. So we could, like, if we get somehow incredibly unlucky with really small numbers, we could force them into much bigger numbers. And that's only 1 shield. That's not that big of a difference. You can guarantee a 6. Right, that's what I mean. So that, I feel like that makes the most sense to me. Or we could do combined dice, but this would be better if we had just like crap tons of dice. That is another one of the potential rules you get, is you start with like 2 extra dice and then every turn you lose a die. So your first turn, something like Spanner is stupid because you just take everything, re-roll till they're slightly high, and then combine them. For now, I think that makes the most sense, so we upgrade that. Alright, so we just need to kill them with our 33 health. We take damage right away. We got our limit break, so we get to do double damage on something here. This has a max of 5. Oh, we got the 3 shield here. That is double damage. So really, we want to take this and re-roll it. That's actually bad. Let's re-roll again. We'll make it high. Oh my god! Re-roll again. Okay, we got the 5 that we needed out of that. Okay. So now let's do the double damage on 12. That's 24 damage. Because we got a 5 on this, we lock one of their dice. This does double damage, so they're at 11. One of their 4 dice will be locked. They get to silence, potentially curse, and then they usually freeze us. But yeah, they're only gonna have 3 dice. That was a yeah. This episode in particular is kind of wild. All right, so they silenced us, I think. Okay, so the silence means we can't do our combat roll anymore, which means it's really good that we have lucky roll at this point. Silence means 2 things. We can't use that without popping 2 dice into it. We can't use our fury. So really what we need to do, we only need to do 12 damage. So let's combine the 2 and the 1 and then re-roll it. Okay, so we do 12 damage even though we take 3. I mean, I could do... this would be... Oh wait, did they curse us? I didn't see if they cursed us. Silence. Can't use the special character, still during limit breaks. Our highest die was a 1 is already done. They set fire is already done. So I could do that. It's irrelevant. We just do this. We do the 12 damage, it kills them. We get our yet another extra die, which would be very good for the combo thing. We have full health, 5 dice. This thing is useless, but there will be no more shops. I'm just going to buy it for the sake of buying it. Here, we have it now. In the off chance that the last enemy is weak to poison. So here's the boss. Matt, I actually can't remember what she's weak to. But I think our equipment is probably fine to destroy her in 2 rounds. I mean, these are our only real damage givers, at least by the 2nd round. This one, we just want to make sure that we get a good amount of damage out of that. So, double check. Yeah, we never did upgrade the scissors. That would take 2 away for just 1 die. I don't feel I need counterspell. Okay. So we'll take a look at what Madison's saying is. We do have our limit break right away, which means that we both get to do double damage on something, which is great. Because we literally are able to do 24 damage with that. Okay, here's the order. I'm looking. Okay. So here's everything I'm gonna do. This is the 6 for that. This is the 5 for that. This 4 and 1 can be combined for this. So the only thing we need is the shield. So here's how I'm going to try for it. We're going to try this first. And you'd think, well, why that instead of this? We're going to hope that this becomes a 3. And if it doesn't, then we still have 3 chances beyond this to make this a 3. Nope. Nope. Perfect. So, now, before we touch this, we are going to shield ourselves. I'm thinking one other thing. I could either do double damage or I could double shield. But I think I am gonna. We're just gonna do this. We're going to use our limit break now. This is going to. Oh, actually, this isn't gonna hurt us at all. Oh, the second one did. So that because we used the limit break, the damage we took increased it a bit. This damage now increases a bit. So now is when we can finally do this. Now we can lock one other dice with that. Now we can do double damage. We have done 40 damage to the boss. We have only taken on 5. I feel okay about that move. You can now see what they can do on evens. They can keep burning. They can do is redo 3 plus a certain amount of damage. So, like usual, the sooner that we can end the fight, the better. With that said, we will gain our limit break either by using a boomerang or touching one of these dice. We could combine 2 of these to make a 5. Yeah, that sounds fine, right? The idea is we can re-roll this potentially twice, like Garuda said, to get a 6. We could combine these. to make 5. We are not shielded yet. So let's use... I mean, we might just kill them anyway. No matter what... Oh, we could lock 2 of their dice. That's also an option. So let's do this. This will be 24, 29, and then only have 2 left. It's just the fact we don't get to shield first. We would have to shield after. I guess not that big a deal if we probably should have touched this die first. And we'll do it this way. We will Fury this, do the 24 damage, take on 3 from there, do 5, lock it. They are 2 health left, we have 25. I mean, I think we're gonna win, everyone. Let me put it that way. Alright, they got to use that a couple times, that a couple times. Oh, that's right, their count... I forgot their countdown is doubled. We're at limit break. Even if I don't touch any of these dice and just do that. Here. There we go. Just do a bundle of damage to her. Honestly, what would you even do with your heart's desire if you want to... No, sorry, silly question. Let's just get on with the real. Oh yeah, in playing this offline, she stopped the squid from doing this, and now she's like, I'm just gonna do this myself. It looks like you don't need me to make any big decisions about what you would do. At least not just yet. Maybe next time. Alright, we are now done with that episode. Use your limit break twice in 1 turn as an accomplishment. Thank you for the GG's, Garuda. We will collect on that. We did one of these. Oh yeah, that was the thing I did offline. We essentially locked all of the enemy dice. Essentially, it was an enemy that only had 2 dice, and we just locked both of them by repeating a Fury or something. Use your limit break twice. We did just do earlier on stream here. Complete the episode, you choose, you lose. I think that was what we just did. No, that was the bonus round. I don't remember. Oh, you choose, you lose must have been the last stream. Was that one of these? I can't remember. Okay, so we have many options as to what to do. Here's the thing. The first one is always the welcome round. The 4th one is always elimination, then parallel universe, and then bonus round. And that's true of every enemy. Elimination, and then... Do we have one? This will be the closest we can see it. Elimination... Nope, this one. Elimination, parallel, and then this is the bonus round. So these are always the same. This one, they give the enemy more health. This one, is all the rules are slightly different, and this one is just like really wild rules. But these 2 are always like different on a per character basis. We're gonna try avoiding those for now. The one where they do a lot of where they have extra health is usually the easiest to like cope with. So I guess we'll try that with the... We'll try with the thief next. Oh. Just checking something happening in Discord. Looks like everything's fine. Okay, as usual, working towards equipment is better. The sooner the better. We have 2 things. We can split a die in 2, and we have a dagger that's reusable. So, usually I like keeping these through most of this. I like making a build where you want low numbers, and then you keep reusing the low numbers. The dagger, when it's increased, it's like a +1 or something like that. So it means every time that you pop any die into it, it's whatever damage you do +1. So the more you use it, the more damage you end up doing. So let's see what other equipment we can get to start. 6+... Oh, the other thing is we keep stealing from them. So this is great. Oh, also splitting a die in 2. When you split a 1 in 2, it becomes 2 1s. So, yeah, so they can shield. This broadsword is where we're borrowing this from. So we get to do 9 damage here, which kills them. We get equipment. Uneven, we can steal 1 gold. That's fine. We'll do that as a last-ditch resort just before we kill someone. So again, we are borrowing. They only have a shovel. They do a certain amount of damage. If it's even, then they inflict a weaken, which will make one of these a worse version. So again, because we have something that can work with up to a 6, we'll split this in 2. We will do the 6 damage with this. We can go ahead and steal a gold instead of doing that damage. We'll steal it now because with the reason is we're gonna get a full heal at the end of this fight anyway, so we have a couple turns we can work with. This is weaken. They no longer weaken us. We will split this again with the intention of using that and that. Do 3 damage in either, doesn't matter. So we got the 1 gold out of it. We get an extra die. Next floor. No more weird rules. Oh, this is Sneezy. This is the enemy I was talking about earlier. Since Garuda's still likely here, I can kind of show that off sooner rather than later. This enemy can only run away. This enemy has the potential of doing a lot of damage. So, yep, still there, perfect. So we'll show this off. So you'll have to imagine in your head. This needs doubles. They have 3 dice. If any, and and they have spike pluses, not normal spikes, because we're doing the elimination round, where all the enemies have upgraded equipment. So it's sneeze plus, spike plus. Also, so the normal sneeze is whatever number you put in here. It would reduce all the countdowns by that number. The sneeze pluses reduce all countdowns on all your equipment to nothing. So if they got doubles of any sort, all 4 of these become zeros, which means they do 3, 6, 9, 12 damage. Which is awful. We can't use their sneeze, so there's no reason for us to use our doubles in there. We can still steal. We might. I feel like the more equipment we get, the better. So let's go ahead and do that and do just the few bits of damage we can for now. They got their doubles, so here it comes. 6, 6. All of these countdowns go off, and they hurt us for a crap ton of damage. Our unlucky roll gives us 4 extra 1s, however. We can use this to do some damage. In fact, we're going to have to, because we can only split one of these dice in 2. We're just going to do this. Is either going to become a 4-1 or a 2-3. We're hoping for 2-3. Damn. Okay. The one of these 2 is now useless. We will use the unlucky roll. And then we just keep pumping damage into this. They got doubles again, which means all of these go off. That's 12 damage. Like, that is so insanely unlucky. We could do... Spending this will either be 3 and 1 or 4 and 4. 3 and 1 or 2 and 2, excuse me. Which would still only be 6 damage. So we have to... No, wait. We can keep this, right? Because this is going to do 3 damage. Putting this gets us our 3 and 1, which is 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay. But that's the reason we... So, we did that because I had full health. And this enemy here, Sticky Hands, has 2 moves. Luckily, it's one of those times you have to know this right ahead of time. And it's the reason you're not going to see me eat an apple right now. They have 2 moves. One of them is steal gold, and one is run away. That's it. Oh, and they go first. So they are going to steal one of our... Oh, they stole 2 gold. They just need 15 to run away from us now. So we can try stealing some gold back from them. At minimum, we're going to unlucky roll. And I split that just to make sure we get like a bunch of uses out of this. I know it's only... Maybe we should have split up the 5. But we probably should have split the 5. I don't know that we're going to be able to kill them before they run. Hard to say. It really depends on what numbers they roll. Also, that plus version, that it normally isn't. Yeah, let's steal a gold. We'll split this into for 3-3. We didn't get 3-3. So they might take a bunch of our gold. Because they might run away and we have to redo the fight again. Split a die in 2. We got the 3 and 2 this time. We got them under health. They're rolling low numbers. We need them to roll something really low. Split this. We again can't use any of these at all. We could pump ours into here. And with potential of us running away, which we don't want to do. They only got a 1, that's perfect. Yeah, I was just doing that just for the sake of doing it. We don't actually want to run away. We did get our 3 and our 2. Oh, we need them to roll a 1 here. Ah, god damn it. They ran. I've never had them run away, so I don't really know what happens. Oh, okay. That's fine. I guess we just don't deal. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Because we might lose this episode now. Because now all of my numbers are off. Normally we would kill them. We would get 2. We would have gotten 2 experience from them. I might just redo this entire episode. Because I don't know how I'm going to beat it otherwise. Because, like, we could theoretically continue. I could eat both of these just to make sure we live through this. Kill them. But yeah, we're not going to be able to fully heal by the end of all of this. So let's just redo the episode. Start a new game. Start with the extra damage. Yeah, 2 unfortunate situations. The one enemy doing crap tons of damage and then the next one running away from us. Okay, they actually... Oh, with 3 uses, we do 4 damage on this guy. So, 4... Yeah, 4 damage... Oh, min of 3. That actually works out well. It gives us something to use with larger numbers now. They can only use it once with the 5. We split. We get to do it. Once they're doing 3 damage, we can do 4 damage with that. Okay. We get equipment, do 2 damage, that's reusable. So we have 2 options with the thief. Either we can upgrade the dagger later. Oh, do 8 damage on an even? I mean, that's just what we do, right? We do that and then 1 damage. Okay. I was about to split it and go for a 2-2, but the other option was a 3-1, so it wasn't worth splitting the 4. Okay, stereo. Alright, this time, Sneezy's no matter what gonna be our last battle, and you saw how much damage Sneezy can do. But at least we'll do him on full health by the time we get to him. We don't have anything that we can shock with. We can weaken them. Oh, no matter what, we weaken them. So no matter what, we'll throw a 1 into there. But yeah, so they have 2 dice, and as long as it's less than a 6, then they do that dice worth of damage, and they're gonna weaken us no matter what. So we'll do 1 there, like I said, we'll split and hope for that. Perfect. So we do this, we will do 1 damage, but one of these 2 will be weakened, so slightly worse version. End the turn. So the slightly worse version is that now has a max of 4. There we go. Luckily they only did 2 damage to us, that's fine. Oh, now it splits the value in 2. So this would, instead of turning this into 2 dice, this would become a 2. That has a max of 5. So we have options. I think we do. Well, let's look this through. If I split this, the value into, this becomes a 3, which I can do here for 3 damage. This I want to put something into. And then we just don't use that. Otherwise, we do 2 damage here. 3 damage here is 5. Wait, if I don't... If I do that, then that becomes a 3. And then this is 3 damage, 6, 10. To pop it in here, that's 2, 6, 9. So yeah, that is still... This is still the best option, I think. The other one is... I think this is still the best option. We still get to weaken them. One of those is worse. Oh, it has a max of 5 and a 4. They get to use both. Damn. Alright. Again, well, this time, because we have 2 6s, we're going to have to... Oh, and that is a max of 2. Alright, well... So this isn't going to matter, because we can pop 1 6 into here. Oh, no, it's reusable. It's reusable. So, but the max of 2, yeah, we want to use this with something. So let's do our unlucky roll. Use one of them in here. Yeah, that would make it a 3, whereas we can actually use it here. We can pop this in here for next turn. I guess it's irrelevant. Yeah, anything this small we would just end up using in this thing. So we'll do the damage with the pea shooter. Okay, they can't use the 6 at least. They get 5 damage off. We're at like half health. That's how bad these episodes can potentially go. But here, we get to do our 5 damage. Okay. Alright, wizard fights are usually pretty okay. We're gonna try getting away with not eating the apples. Ugh, we can't inflict poison. We can redo this thing. We'll try... Actually, that's an even amount. Well, what's our options? Is either 2, 3, 4... Oh, actually... Yeah, this one would split to 1, 5, 2, 4, or 3, 3. Whereas this can only split into 1, 4, or 2, 3. We want the... Yeah, we wanted the 3 out of it, but that's fine. It means that we get to do this. We get to do... Again, the 4 has no use here, no use here, so it has to go there. A 1 only... Over here would only do 1 damage, so here would make it do 2 damage. Do 2 damage here. We just need to live through this fight. They only get 1 die and can only use 1 of these at a time. Perfect. The only thing they didn't even attack, so they don't do any damage. Oh, we can get another die out of this fight. That's actually pretty nice. No matter what, splitting this becomes either a 1, 4 or a 2, 3, so we definitely get an even, right? Okay, so let's do it that way. We get 3s over here. We can pop this in here. Let's go ahead and take the extra die. We'll do... The first one of those got dodged. The second one did do damage. And we just need to live for 16 health. With their 1 die, they get to do poison, right? 5 poison. So that's 5 damage to us right away. It'll be 4 damage next turn. Okay. If we had a 4, we could deal 5 damage and shock 3 of their equipment. Guess what's happening? Yoink. Let's go ahead and split this. The 5 becomes unusable. The 1, again, that's only 1 damage. Here, it's 2 damage. Here, the 5 is otherwise unusable, so we use it there. That's 2 damage, 2 damage. Let's go ahead and unlucky roll again. We just need to live through 11 health. A dodge would be fine here. Oh, 5 oh my god, we're gonna be very close. So they did 5 damage. The poison did a bunch of damage. So we need to finish the fight right now. This does 2 damage. So even without using unlucky roll, we can do this and this. Okay. Now, this is what I mean by, like, some of the fights can get a bit sketchy. Okay, and here's... I don't like poison, so we are going to take the crowbar. So now it doesn't matter, but now... That was a close call? Yeah. So now we can start either a dagger build or a crowbar build. So the crowbar build would be... We gain a bunch of pea shooters or something similar over here. And then reduce all countdowns on all equipment by your number. So let's say we throw a 5 into... let's say we threw a 5 into here. And we had a crowbar here, here, and here. Then this would go off, and this by throwing it in the crowbar. At which point... and those are reusable, so that would be 6 damage just from a single 5. Also, you can obviously upgrade the pea shooter. You can upgrade the crowbar. I think crowbar gets reuse. Upgraded pea shooters do more damage. That kind of thing. So we gained our full heal. We know that Sneezy can be bad also. Let's first get equipment. Reduce a certain amount of damage per attack. Seems good. With our gold, we can bump. We can duplicate, or we can do more steel and gold. We already have something that steals gold, right? Oh, no, that was last game. The leather armor we can pretend we didn't get, and then do this duplicate, which might be good for now. It's a tough call, because I would use all of our gold if we got that. Bumping seems like a bad idea, though. It really depends on which build we go for, the crowbar build or the dagger build. I tend to be better at dagger builds, which means that we typically want duplicate dice, and then every time you get a 3, that 3 becomes a 6, because we duplicate it, we get 2 3s, we use it in our dagger that's reusable. So we will try it that way. We now have 0 coins. We'll have 1 coin after this next fight. But we have 0 coins for the next floor. Alright, we have 12 health we will be able to use after this fight. I mean... so, yeah, you can see, like, the spike versus pea shooter. It takes me 5 to do 2 damage. It takes them 4 to do 3 damage with a spike plus. We are going to unlucky roll early. We are going to duplicate our 2. Our crowbar is literally pointless at the moment, which means we should have taken the crowbar out for this build. Oh, let's split a die in 2, so we have an extra 1. And then we use this to do as much damage as humanly possible for now. So for that one turn, we did 11 damage. With 15 to go. Oh, they got double, so they will use it on this, because they always do. Oh! And that also... I forgot, it reduces all equipment to 0. Okay. So... no matter what, duplicate dice for that to do an extra 3 damage. I think no matter what, we want to use that. So this either becomes a 3-1... I think we split... Yeah, because this split in 2 means we get to do 4 damage with it, whereas here we do 3 damage with it. It also means that we actually use the 5 on this. Or, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's think about the potentials on the splits here. Because right now, if we split this, we'll definitely be able to do 4 damage worth out of it. It'll either be a 1-3 that we pop into here. That's 1 plus 3 is 4. Or it's a 2-2. We get to use it in here. 2 plus 2 is 4. The 5, then, we would get to do 3 damage with it. The other hand, let's say we split this. We would do 2 and 3 damage. So we would do 5 damage total. And this would be the thing that does 3 damage. But the other option is this could become a 1 and a 4. If this became a 1 and a 4, then we'd still do the 3 damage with this, but the 4, the best we could do with it is pop it into here. We would have 1 left, and so we'd still only get to use 2. How much damage do we get right now? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Oh, I think we already have enough anyway. I think I, like, really overthought that by a lot. Yeah, I forgot exactly how much damage we were going to be able to do. I think it mattered more if I hadn't rolled first. Also, we have exactly enough apples to get a full heal before we go to the next floor. 1 gold. We can't buy either of these. So we move. Okay, so here's the first of our upgrade options. Copycat is bad. Copycat literally has all of our cards. Bully is bad. Bully has... They just do crap tons of damage. I think we need to do them last because of how much damage they do. All 3 of these enemies hit like trucks. So I think we need to go this way so we can at least try to get a card in an upgrade. Well, we can only do this once per battle, so we can inflict some poison. So, they have 3 dice to roll for these 3 things. One of these are going to do 8 damage, one will do 5 poison, which obviously is a stats effect that sticks around. One of them does another 8 damage and burns all of our dice. All these are once per battle. And they tend to go through these before they then do this, transform into a bear, which gives them 12 more health, and then they get new cards with it. So, since we can only do this once, let's go ahead and do it now. Split this die into 2, duplicate our newfound friends, and then do 8 damage. Now we're gonna get hurt by at least this 6, which is gonna go into here. We're gonna throw both of these in here. We get to keep the poison on them for next turn. Let's... Oh, we got the poison one again. I think no matter what we duplicate this, no matter what, we probably split this. 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, or 8 damage with more... Actually, we probably do... Because we already have some poison on them, we probably do want to do that. Because now that's 9 damage when it's their turn. Let them lose 9 health at the start of the turn. That's gonna hurt. They use that. They use this. Okay, we need to kill them before they become a bear. I think we unlucky roll. Oh, wait. We could transform into a bear and get 12 health back. I think we actually want to do that. This is going to give us 4 ones, at which point... I think we do it this way. The problem is, if I transform into a bear now, I don't know what our moves are. But we also need to make sure that we do indeed transform. If I split this in 2, we'll get an extra die out of it. But a small die. But we do have at least a 4 in here. So we could do 4 damage, not kill them, transform, and then see what we... I think that's the move. 4, 3, 2... Oh, actually, I guess it doesn't matter, because they're poisoned for 8. So we can transform, become a Fury Dice. We just got an achievement. But I could just end the turn, not touch these, not take any damage, and they'll just... The poison will kill them, right? Is the hope? Yeah, okay. Which means I probably didn't need to use my limit. Oh my god, we're still a bear. Oh. Oh. Wait, interesting. Oh, we stay a bear. Interesting. So we weaken and can do multiple damage. We now have to account for new builds. Do 3 damage, return the dice. Oh. They're also a bear now too, though. What happens if we upgrade one of these? We would do 4 damage instead of 2. We could do 4 and get the die returned to us. We only have 3 dice to work with. Oh, or we can make it so that way this weakens 4 of their equipment. But that's still a large number we would need. Just to get their stuff weakened. So I think we want for now to just do as much damage as possible. The other thing we could keep the if we kept that, there is no store, so the only thing we have are what's here. So I think we upgrade one of these. Do I want to eat this before the? Oh, it's before 2 fights. No, but this fight, once we win it, we're going to fully heal. I feel like they're gonna do so much damage to us. We might have to eat this. But the bully does so much damage, especially... I think we have to do it this way. The bully's gonna do so much damage because all their equipment's gonna be upgraded. 10 damage, 6 damage. Oh, if we only we had the upgraded version of that. We could weaken 3 of their equipment and just do 8 damage. That might be the move, but we also don't have a use for this 4. A 6 here, a 4 here, we literally have no use for that. So we'll weaken by like next turn or something. That's gonna do, oh yeah, they get the plus version. So that does just a crap ton of damage. They just kill us here. Actually, they could have, but didn't kill us there. Do 10 damage right away. Max of... Can we actually not kill them because of our roll? Is that what just happened here? Like, we're gonna lose no matter what here. Should have eaten the apple. Yep, there we go. We got a challenge completed. We will collect on that. Which other ones? Let's try robots elimination round. Yeah, the elimination rounds are very 50-50. It all depends on what cards you get. Depends on what rolls the enemies get. Sometimes little you can do. Let's calculate. We only have 4 left. Let's do the 5 damage with that. We will calculate. We can do 3 damage. We will calculate. We actually got the bonus. So we can either roll another die for that or heal. Those don't make sense. We do 5 damage, do this. Oh, wait. That's a min of 3. Whoops. That's fine. End the turn. They need evens. They got all odds. We literally have a perfect fight. Min of 3, max of 5. Oh, I should have waited for... God damn it. There. We're fine. Alright, die value -1. Good for our min-max equipment. So, min of 3. So right now that would do 2 damage. Whereas that, well, that needs the minimum, so we do this. So, I haven't described the robot. If I click calculate, which gets us a new die, we either need to roll a 1 and hope for a jackpot, or all of our equipment goes away. That's why you see me like so quickly using equipment. Because we do this, we got a 6, our equipment went away, we can't use it anymore. End the turn. They do 8 damage. Not pleasant. Auto roll will guarantee a jackpot. This does 3 damage plus another 1 damage, so we don't need to use our auto jackpot. Got our full health. We now have an extra 2 CPU, which is 2 higher on our little calculate thing. We'll make the Dryad the last thing we do, because we literally gain no apples or equipment out of it. So we'll start with Sneezy. Wizard's usually a pretty okay fight. At worst, we get a 6 here. Or the highest roll we could possibly get is a 6, which would give us a jackpot, so we roll. Here's where we consider the jackpot, which we probably will do. So we do a max of 5 with this. That has a min of 3 in reusable. Auto roll gives us a 3. That's reusable, so we use it. We're already fully healed, so we just do the 5 damage on the turn. Oh, they got their doubles yet again. So all these become a 0. They sustain all that damage. We gain our jackpot back at least. So we get to do 4 plus 3. We can either try to roll for a 4 or we can force it. Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to use the jackpot. Oh, but it turned these into 2s, and that says a minimum of 3. Oh, what I wanted to do was heal, but I can't use this here anymore. So let's just do the 5 damage. Okay. Then we just have to hope the wizard fight goes well. We take this, we do a damage, add a 1 every roll. So the more we roll, the higher the damage that does. Again, I'm not going to eat the apples because the dryad could potentially kill us. We just have to hope for good, decent wizard rolls and hope for decent rolls ourselves. Oh, that just needs an even, whereas this has a max of 5. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do the. I could roll one more time, but it might bust. On a 5 and a 6, this thing busts. I'm gonna try for it. Ah, okay, we busted. So we lost out on 4 potential damage we could have done. Calculate. Again, with 5 or 6, only a 6 will bust us. We got it. Okay. So now we actually have options. We can do a max of 5 damage with this. If we did another roll, this would actually do 7 damage. Actually, that might make sense to do. Because we can definitely pop this in here. Oh, but, yeah, we still get that. Okay. Alright, we end it. We are still poisoned. What is their 5? Oh, they get to dodge. Which is fine, probably. So, calculate. We're at 5 away. That is a min of 3 to do 3 damage. This would do 4 damage. That would do 3. Oh, well, that's 3 damage, 7. Yeah, okay. So we do this. Oh, they dodged it though. Right. Do we auto roll? If we auto roll, we can only do a definitive 5 damage. So I think we have to do that first. I wish I didn't forget about that dodge. Right, let's do that. We got our min 3 to do 3 damage, and now this 5 does the last bit of damage we need. Okay. We're fine. We got our full heal. So both of these are nice. This one synergizes with a lot of other stuff where you can force jackpots to happen, or have a higher odds of getting jackpots. This one is nice because immune to errors means that it can't be weakened, it can't be shocked. Shock means you have to pop a die onto it to use it. Weaken means it's a worse version. Either way, we're getting something where we can use a high value, which is nice. Here's my logic. Because the enemies have so much health, I think we actually want the one double on jackpot because we want more opportunities to be able to do double damage. This one is also nice because the moment you get your 4th roll, then you just pop whatever die you pop one into it, and it does a random status. The upgraded version of this is you forget the 4 rolls. It just becomes a thing that you can pop any die to and do a random status. Shield might also be nice for this go. We can actually afford both. But we haven't really been using Nudge, so we could potentially just buy both of these. So now we have... Now we start having options. Is there anything really bad? Min 3. That one takes a while to roll. But with each roll, we eventually gain the potential of doing a lot of damage. Having this thing we can use a high number in. A max of 3, a min of 3 is good synergy, I think. Then we have use for any number. The nudge becomes good for, I think, only the shield. The nudge is good for 2 things. It forces us to be able to use a mechanical arm, because if we had all odds, the nudge would force an even. We only have we have 2. If we had a 6, we could use a 5 max plasma blaster plus this. Well, we'll try it this way. We'll see how this goes. Fungus poison, we don't have anything that poisons. This has... Yeah, see, this is where this 6 is nice, because that would only do 3 damage, whereas here does 6 damage. Yeah, we don't have the jackpot, but 6 damage is still good. I think, do they poison us? They mostly poison, they'll do some damage. 3 dice, hopefully they won't poison right away. So let's actually go ahead and shield ourselves while doing 6 damage. Try to calculate. We do get to calculate, so we actually get to do 4 damage with this, rather than 2 or 3. Hope for a jackpot on 1. Overrolled. Nope, they do get to poison us. They get to do both, in fact, because they had a god roll. Alright, so we start calculating. We had a 2, a 5. With the 5, it now makes sense to pop it here. The 2, either of these is probably fine, but we'll probably shield again. We actually did do that. Because we got the jackpot, this is now not 4 damage, it's 8 damage. And then we can do more damage or we can heal a bit. We're going to dodge some of it, but we're going to be poisoned. I think we have enough. It's going to be one of these two. I feel like we have enough to kill them. Even if we don't do this. Like, we have enough ways to damage. So I think I am going to take the heal while it's an option. They're going to take their higher number here. Oh, actually, they took the lower. Oh, alright. Well, that's going to do 7 damage. Okay, with the 4, we can do 4 damage there. No, actually, we can do 5 damage here now. Yeah, we're fine, right? That's 5 and 4. Alright. We don't need auto roll. We do not gain... So now the reason why I healed before is that heal plus these 2 gets us to where we're at now. With 1 gold left, I don't think we can afford the other thing in the shop, so we continue. Alright. Again, bullies are just awful as upgraded versions. They're not so bad if you can find ways to freeze their dice. But that relies on us going to the shop and hoping it has freeze. So I think we do the mimic first, and then we won't have enough health to deal with the bully. So we do this to gain a full heal, come back to the bully. Or we do the bully now. That's our 2 options. Either way, it means that this is... It either means this is our first fight, and then that's our 3rd fight. Or... This is our first fight. That's our 3rd fight. I still think that this is the move. Okay, so we can auto roll, so let's roll a few of these. Now it's probably the time to auto roll. We forced a jackpot. Actually, we have options. If I do one more roll here, instead of doing the lucky shot, this is double. We could potentially roll a 5 or a 6. It'll make this thing increase by 1. We're gonna try it this way. So with the 3, this is our highest number, but it's also the only even that we have. So let's do the 6 damage with that, double damage on that. Do this thing opened up, so we get to do a status effect. That has a min of 3. That's only damage. Let's add 3 shield to help with the fight. And we'll do... Oh, there, we locked one of their 3 dice. So I think that's an okay turn, actually. They do 3 damage. 3 of those were protected by a shield, so that wasn't so bad. Do we do this now? I think we do this now. And protect at least for 1. This isn't even. That is a minimum. This would only do 1 damage, so let's just calculate. Okay. That actually opened up. That has a min of 3. This does the damage. We overroll. Might be forced into using it. So let's actually upgrade this early because we plan on using it anyway. Do I need to heal once before this fight? I might need to heal once before the fight. Just to ensure that we live through it. Okay. As long as we live through this, we will... Let's hear it. Yeah, the only things we can use either... These two will actually do 6 damage, whereas this will only do 3. That'll only do 3. Let's shield up while we have the opportunity to do anything. We'll do the one that does a random status effect. We lock one of their 3 dice. That's a good status effect. We're gonna either do 1 damage, or... Yeah, we'll do the one that only does damage, but doesn't do anything extra for a jackpot. This one, we're now at 5 rolls, that's 5 damage on that. We hope for a 1. Nope. Okay. But we did a decent chunk of damage. They only have 2 dice to work with. They're gonna drain 3 health back. Oh, we're blind. We have no clue how much this is. He's a 3 or less, so this is higher than a 3. We'll see if it's a 6 by doing this. 24. That was a 4. This is also more than a 3. That was also a 4. So we're at 8 with a target of 3. So let's auto roll, which will force the jackpot. We get a 2 and 1. Because we got a jackpot, I guess we'll do double damage. Oh, but that's only 4. We could. This is our only even, so. I think we roll another time and hope that we gain a 5 or a 6, a 4 or higher. Even a 3 or higher would be nice. A 3 would mean that this is 6 damage. Yeah, I think the extra roll makes the most sense, because it's either a 2/3 chance that we get a 3, 4, 5, or 6. At which point this would be 6, 8, 10, or 12 damage. That is unlucky. We still get to do 6 damage with that. We still get to do some amount of damage with that, and we still get to shield. But I think that was a good calculated risk, regardless. Okay, so they are going to blind us for 2. They did gain some health back. We have the same problem as before, so... That was a 2. That was a 5. So we only have 4 left we can roll. And we rolled a 5. Which means they're gonna hurt us again. Or a lot too. So I might be glad that I took that apple, because they're at 11 now. That was a 3. No! I hate when that happens, by the way. And they're at 17. We might just die again. Like, I could technically exit out and redo this whole fight, but... 17. That was a 5. That was another 5. So we got back. No! What? I'm going back. I keep screwing up on little... I meant to press the jackpot button. I can try to redo everything up to the point in which I screwed up. So 6 was 6 with a random stats effect. 4 is either here or this. We calculate and turn. Also, this might... Essentially, you get the same RNG if you follow the same exact path back to an enemy. Alright, so we're blinded, so... That did for 3s. That was a 3. 28. That was a 2. So that's 5 out of 11. Oh, we're no longer blinded. So there's 4 left in here. So this time we will auto-roll. to get that. Okay. That one doubled. This one is on 6. We could roll again, though. So, what would rolling again do versus healing? Oh! I didn't eat the apple this time. That's why this is a different fight. So I roll one more time. This is 7 damage. This is also whatever roll we have doubled. So right now it's at 6 damage. I think we still roll again. Yeah, it was a calculated risk yet again. We do this, we do 6 damage. No matter what, I think we do the 1, just at least add a status effect on them. We've cursed them, so one of their 2 items is likely going to go away, which is good. We can either do 6 damage or 4 plus 3 is 7. Let's do that. Okay, they're probably going to use the 6 first. Oh, they didn't. That's one. Okay, so they gain that health back. We calculate again. But now I feel like we add the status effect and do this, and then hope for a 2. Nope. Alright, they're gonna drain for 5, right? Yeah, blind 2, drain for 5, so they have 8 health. But we should be able to guarantee it this time. This is a 4, 5, or a 6. This is a 6. So actually, let's just force it right now. Well, no, let's not. We'll do this. That's the 6, like I said. And then, oh, so, this won't matter now, but just to show what you can normally do is you could, like, heal just before ending a battle or something like that. In this case, we ended up just killing them outright. But in a battle where you're not going to level up at the end of it, that's what you typically want to do, is use that last potential heal before moving on. On the plus side, we now have 14 health we can regain after this bully fight. Increased jackpot range. It only does it by a little bit. So this is one of those things that synergizes with the Ultima. So, like, you can increase the range. So, our range now, CPU is now 13, so we can roll up to a 13 value in dice, essentially. The cheat code will say that you hit a jackpot if you hit a 12 or a 13. And then I think the upgraded version is between, like, an 11 and a 13. Or, no, like a 10 and a 13, something like that. Yeah, we haven't been using a shield that much. Again, enemies are just doing crap. Or, which ones aren't we doing? That one we are. We're definitely using that. We're using that. But honestly, the ray gun is the thing that we've been using the least, quite frankly. Because we have enough other things right now that are doing damage. And with the minimum. Let's try it this way. Is there anything that makes sense buying? Healing might be good. An additional jackpot ability is good with the other jackpot stuff we have. But is there anything else we could really replace? And it's just a bunch of stuff that damages. The thing with the robot is, again, the CPU 13 essentially means you get to roll values up to 13. You kind of almost want evens and odds to be your equipment rather than like min max limits. Because a min or max limit, like let's say it's a 6, that means you use your 6 and you're done with that one equipment, and that's 6 CPUs worth of potential gone. Whereas if you had, you know, a 1 instead of a 6, a 1, 2, and a 3. That's 3 different pieces of equipment you could use. One that uses the odd 1, one that uses the even 2, and one that uses the 3 for something else. I'm really considering the healing crystal. Maybe I see how this goes and I buy it before we leave. fundamentally, a healing crystal is going to be similar to a small shield, right? Because this prevents 3 damage, the other one adds 3 health back. The difference is this prevents it first, the heal takes effect after the fact. The heal, like I said, would be good in between fights. So I feel like, actually, with all that said, maybe I do want the heal first. In fact, I think I do want the heal now. I think the heal has more use cases. Okay, we go into the bully. This is our equipment that we go in with. Okay, we can only roll 4 left. Or we can, well, again, jackpot range just means that if we hit 12 or 13. Also, I see someone is at my door. But in fairness, it could be people going up to my now evicted neighbor's apartment. That's a thing that happens a lot. Pretty sure they were a drug dealer, so decent stream of people going that way. Oh well. Okay, so we have the random status effect thing. So I think we use this and this. They get shocked for one of these at least, which is nice. We didn't go over. We get to do 4 damage with this. Or, oh, that's not recover 2 health, and the extra becomes shield. It's just recover. 4 damage with that. We go over. That's fine. We're going to get hit for 6, I think. And use that. We're nearly at jackpot. Okay, we can't do the jackpot just yet. We can increase the range, or we can recover some health back. For now, I feel like we do this and this. We shock one of theirs again. We're gonna recover 2 apples worth of health, so we'll increase the range. So now if we hit a 1 or a 2, we get a jackpot. Went over. Again, working on calculated risk. They get to use this again for 4 damage each time. But it's 4 damage versus the others, which are 5 or higher damage, so... Okay, let's see. Right now we could roll up to a 5 and be fine. This would do 4 damage. That would do 4... Well, I think we do this no matter what out of random status. If we press this to guarantee a jackpot, this becomes 8 damage. 12, and they only need 14. So that's what we do then. Okay, so we do the double damage on that, which is 6, plus another 5 damage, plus this is now 5. Okay. Again, we have 2 apples to eat to be able to go to the next floor. I don't even know we have... Oh, we have enough gold for the additional jackpot ability, but... that was better on the episode where we didn't have a limit. I don't even know if we played that episode yet, but there's one episode where you have like unlimited rolls essentially. It's just you have a 50-50 chance of your equipment breaking on you. Yeah, I think it's better for that episode. I think we'll just stick with what we have for now. This fight can go very, very pear-shaped. I don't really care about the trade shop, though. The trades are usually bad. So I think we do this first to gain access to 2 apples. Auroras can usually be pretty okay. Crystallina is another one that it's like luck of the draw. So I think we do this because I think that has the highest likeliness of things going very badly for us. So we could recover some health back ahead of time. Let's at least do some damage and add a status effect. We can increase the jackpot range. It would have been nicer if it was a 1. I think I'd like to at least do some damage. Let's do it this way. We'll do that and this. Calculate. We can do the max 4 damage. all we can really do besides that and double. We end up hitting a 6. We're at full health at least. We did get to do a shock, which is kind of nice. It means that there was a less thorn that they got out of it. Alright, 5 more and we're doing bad. We'll increase that by 1, so now it's a 12 or 13. This would be 4 damage, but anywhere it would be 4 damage. We can recover health again. No matter what we do with status effect, one of their dice will be burning. So do I do more damage or do I heal a little? I think we heal a little and then calculate. Oh, we did get the jackpot as a result. This is now double damage 4, so that's 8. But we could also roll again. If we roll again, then this becomes a 6, and then double whatever we get to pop into there. Or we can heal yet again. Be it 30. Maybe we heal. Just do. Because we've been pretty healthy this whole fight, and we need as much health as possible going out of it. They got there even, so they're going to pop 2 in this way. Alright, so every time we attack them now, we get damage. We did get our limit break back. So let's do... Okay, so now it's a matter of calculated risk. Yo, what's up, Frozen? So either I do this, guarantee we can then end the fight, or we try to roll ahead of time. If this ends up being a 6, we're screwed. No, we're good. This we could at least recover some health with it. Let's auto roll. Okay, so now we can do this as a heal. We could do this as a heal. And then we could do the double damage with that to kill them. So that's where you get to see where doing a jackpot before leaving a fight helps us out. Alright, we could eat one of these, but I think we just go into here and cross our fingers. Roll at least 2 of these. Let's do the status effect. Let's heal a bit. We rolled another 6, so I'm kind of glad that we did that in that order. They're going to hurt us twice, I think? Yeah. Well, actually, no. They get a random blessing. Oh, but it was cursed, so nothing happened in their turn, because my random status effect was a curse on them. We will heal again. We will do another random status effect, but there's another curse. We get the jackpot. This time we could either heal yet again. Well, this time we have 2 apples to heal with after the fight. So I think we roll one more time to then do the double damage here, as well as hope we have an even for that. We do. So this will be 6 damage, and this is 5 damage. They're cursed, so they won't be able to do the blessing card that they... Well, they could try it. This could potentially be cursed. One of these might be cursed. So they got their blessing. Oh, the curse didn't go off. Man. Alright, they burned us for one of those. Alright, we can recover health just to make sure we're living. We'll do yet another random status effect. Oh, they dodged that. That sucks, actually. Let's go ahead and heal. End the turn. Yeah, the longer this fight goes on, the more things they unlock, which is a problem. Okay, we can at least guarantee jackpot. They're gonna dodge the first of these. That's all I need to remember. Let's go ahead and take the one there. Okay, they're going to dodge the first of any of these we do. Afterwards, that would be 12 damage. So I guess we just do this. Oh, that actually didn't get dodged. So we do this one gets dodged, and we do the 12, or the 12 damage on that. Oh, and we still have auto roll. Okay, so we actually have that for next turn. So hopefully this turn doesn't go really, really badly. I got Fury, so they got the double action on that. We should now win here no matter what. 4 damage and 4 damage, right? Okay, so we don't need to use the auto roll. We win the fight. Oh no! This is one of those floors where... Okay. That's still fine. We still get to use this and this to heal before the Aurora fight. Okay, counter spells I've never been good enough with, so we just need to live through this on 23. Luckily, one of the first things we can do is heal. This is kind of terrible. Let's start with the status effect. The reason it's terrible is... Do I auto-roll? I think I just auto-roll. It's just that if we get a... It's only a 6 that's bad. Let's at least do 4 damage, and then we'll figure it out from there. Wow! It was only a 6 that was bad, that's what we rolled. Welcome in, Leandra. Oh, they're gonna get to do damage, and damage again, and then this will be 1 away. And then when they change the weather, they get new cards. Alright, this time we will actually auto-roll to get the rest of this. So, because we rolled enough, let's heal up. We'll do double damage on that. I'm wondering if I heal up again right now. I think I still want a status effect over here. Double this and do the status effect. So one of their 4 dice becomes a 1. Their highest, I should add, of their 4 dice becomes a 1. Perfect. Alright, they get that. This is going to change the weather. They get new cards. Alright, the more damage we can do now, the better. We can't use either of these. We'll do the max 5 damage here. I really want the status effect card. I'm gonna do this in the hope that we roll of 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. While I could heal, I'd rather do another status. We've locked one of their 4 dice from being used. Have a dice game? It's okay. If we won one of our episodes, we lost an episode. This episode's kind of going meh. Consider buying this, just on a hard to want a thinking game right now. Work's been busy. I get it. Okay, we can recover health. Well, again, we just need to live through this. So, if I auto do this, that'd be 12 damage. God, of all the times for that to happen on your list after things calm down, oh my god, and they get 3 6s. Are you kidding me? They get to heal, they get to use another 6 to do 4 damage. So now we would have to win it on this turn, all because I rolled a 6. So I could have rolled like anything up to a 6 before. Oh, we auto-rolled this. This is now double damage. Game cheating, yeah. We do the random status effect. I literally can't... This is for a heal. Of a little, but we can only do like 5 damage or heal a bit. So we heal for a little bit, do the little bit of damage we can, and then just hope that they can't kill us. That's 4 damage. They'll open 1. Yeah, that was enough. Alright, did we do the other... this parallel universe... We could try what is inventors things? Don't create a gadget, all equipment is reusable. Breaks up. Yeah, this is one I tried offline.
Oh, no.
Happiest memories are with Sean and the dogs are boring. Fair enough. So, yeah, as for the question of the day, is your happiest memory of a time when you were alone or with other people? So, I don't know that I have a specific answer for that. However, I do have a relevant answer. Also, this class, the more equipment you have, the better. We can make all dice become a 4. That's a min 4, that's a max 4. Well, it doesn't matter, right? Because if that's a max 4, we do this. Oh, with all dice becoming 6 now. But again, you see the die on the top right means that we have limited uses for these. So with that stated, if I use that, it would make us a 6, but we do 5 damage anyway, don't have 5 health. Anyway. So, while I don't have a specific answer, I do have a relevant answer. So, I watch the occasional Game Grumps. It's been a while since I've watched their channel. And it has been the point was brought up over there that, Dan Avedon, who's one of the hosts of that channel, said, like, I can do 6 damage to them, and are they weak to fire? I'm just wondering if I do this and then pop it into here. Let's try this. Yeah, he has mentioned that he was in a class and they were all discussing with each other, like, what is your happiest memory? And then everyone said everything around the room. You know, what their memory is, and then the teacher at the end is like, okay, well, do you find anything in common with all of the stories that everyone told? And it happened that was the actual answer, is the question of the day. That wasn't why the question of the day came up. The question was from a book. But the thing that was in common with all the stories that these people told around the room is all of their happiest memories happened to be like when they were going. It wasn't at home alone doing stuff. It was like when they were with other people at the time. Like, even when I do think of the happy memories I have, you know, there was a time, like a lot of this, there's 2 things to bring up here. A lot of the stuff I enjoy doing, and I mentioned some of them on stream, going out and watching Cirque du Soleil shows and going to farmers markets and whatnot. Like, you can't do them without, humans are social creatures, right? Like, a lot of things I enjoy doing in general, you just can't do without other people. To the point of this type of things that I was doing then. There, this has a max of 4. This thing, they're weak to shock, so we want to do 6 shock with them. Yeah, one of the things I did one day when I lived in Florida, me and my then girlfriend, maybe she was my wife, I think she was my girlfriend at the time. That does shock damage and they're weak to shock, so as long as I do 3 or more, it does double. Anyway, we went to a U-Pick farmer's market that was pretty far south. Like, we lived in the Fort Lauderdale area, we went an hour south or so, did some U-Pick strawberries, so that was already fun enough. Then we go east, we head to towards where the highway was, and we could either, and it was literally a left turn, right turn. It wasn't even a highway, it was a road. And if we turned left, we would take the hour and go back home, or we could go right and go to Key Largo, which is only an hour away. And so that's what we did on a whim. We just like we turned right, drove an hour, went to Key Largo. It was sunset at the time. We found a bar over there with a bunch of little like tiki huts, and you know, drank some like fancy drinks under a tiki hut watching the sunset. You know, those are kinds of things that they're experience you want to experience with other people. Even something as innocuous as a movie, which is people will tell you, oh, don't just not go to a movie or something, because you want to make sure that you're still enjoying life, even if you can't get others to enjoy it with you. But that's not really the point all the time. Sometimes the point is you want to be able to like go with other people just to be able to oh right, duplicate actually helps here because you can duplicate stuff. Oh, and also every time that you lose an equipment, you end up gaining an additional ability on the right side. Anyway, sometimes you want to go to a movie with someone, not because you want someone to be with you there, but you want someone to interact with and like have a meaningful conversation with after the fact, right? Yeah, it sounds nice. It was a fun day. Alright, we're gonna lose this after this turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we could just lose everything on this turn right here. So we do that, do this. Oh, we could just do 5 plasma damage. I do have a happy memory playing solo games like Skyrim, but they're nowhere near as happy memories of games I played without Prey. So that's my main point. Okay, we can increase equipment durability, or we can double I don't really like doubling dice value. I like keeping equipment for longer in this particular mode. Do 3 damage and return to die. We definitely want to keep that around. This we're actually going to lose in just a moment. We can lose that early, actually, and then we'll replace it with a staff afterwards. Alright, these 2 are for healing. Let's check out the shop. Huff and I've been playing Chained Together with 2 friends, and it's been a blast, even though the game's children's rank, yeah. I own that game. It's not really my type of game. So yeah, now we can make it so that on evens, we can keep good equipment around. We could duplicate on any number. We could keep this around plus do extra damage each time. So maybe we do that upgrade. Your upgrades are pretty limited here because you only get to use the upgrade for a bit. But it means the sword that we've been using a bunch, we now get to use an additional 4 more times. Plus, we gain an extra damage out of it. Gameplay isn't high on my list, but the jank makes great games. Not for me. No, not for that. I would get frustrated more in the gameplay of others or of the desync that occurs from playing an online game and one person seeing something on their screen that's not what you see on yours. Like, that is the frustrations that come from that overpower the just get high like I did. Yeah, funny enough, for someone who moved from Florida to Portland, I definitely knew what I was getting into here, but pot's never really been my thing. Or edibles, or just affecting my mind chemistry in any major way. I think I am actually going to upgrade this thing, since we are actually using that. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll see how this pans out. We have focus, where all the dice become 6. I could just blast them with 3 damage. We could do this a couple times. Seems like use plus rolling an extra die. But we can also re-roll, which we haven't been doing. We could do that too now. Okay. We actually didn't take any damage from that. We probably should have. Okay, so that's something to consider. Because we keep cards until they die out, we should have just taken damage from them, but used less cards, which means that we would be able to eat both of those at this point. Again, the more equipment you have now, the better. With that stated, we probably will actually buy this. Just that way we have it around. We'll get another equipment here. Split a die into 3 would be good if we could use that with dagger. It had the level editor that Puff's brother tried to get into because he likes building levels and the game crashed. That was something I think you were here for the Katamari day, just from trying to load that mode. That's another thing I am not into is user-generated content. So your Puff's brother, is Puffy's brother a developer? So he might be like an outlier in that he would be someone who mods games but also makes games. Those aren't as bad. Yeah, solo game dev. Like Dan Salvato made Mario Maker levels, which are pretty good Mario Maker levels, and then he made Doki Doki Literature Club. So he was also a game maker. So I trust in him to make Mario Maker levels. He doesn't do mods, just level editors within the game. Level editing to me is still user-generated content. It's something that a user can do to affect what the developers of the game have created. The developers created something specific. I mean, I guess it's a level editor. So since it's an in-game level editor, it is different. But it is, in my mind, the level editor means, here, we created this for you, but now it's up to you, the user, to then create the levels. You see what I mean? So it's even though it's not a mod, it's still effectively user-generated content. We only get 2 more uses out of that. We don't have any gold. So we're forced into the wizard fight. One of these is a mimic, right? Is there really? I guess there's really just 3 chests here because I see 3 enemies, 2 shops. Okay, let's see if we can kill these enemies before. Okay, split a die in 3. Oh, actually, this has some good synergy here. Oh wait, but that has a minimum of 3. Okay. So let's do this and this. We actually want to make sure we roll an extra die before, because the moment we use this, it's going to, this is going to get replaced. Let's go ahead and do the 5+1 damage. I guess I could have duplicated that because that wasn't so bad. We could force this into becoming a 6. Then we could duplicate it. Let's duplicate this and then split it. Do this damage. This now becomes a ray gun that we get to use. We'll do 3 damage. This gets replaced again. This is why it helps having as much equipment as possible in this particular mode. On evens, we do 5 damage. We do 2-handed swords worth of damage. We deal a certain amount of damage. So splitting die in 3 makes sense to use across multiple items. Also, with 2 staffs, we're going to see if we can find a crowbar at some point. Two-handed sword is only really going to be good on higher dice numbers. What are we going to run out of the soonest? Well, actually, with duplicate and two-handed sword, that's a good combo. And we're going to lose the soon anyway, so let's start with that. We're at full health, so let's go this way first. Perfect. We don't even need to we could duplicate, but we don't even need to. We could just pop 2 into here and here. Let's use the plasma gun. Let's put this, this could become a 3-1-1. That could become 2-2-2 or 1-1-4. Let's do it that way. Okay, yeah. So now we get to use this a number of times. And then we can do this for 10. Okay. You're gonna get to use the 1 here for 3, a 4 here for 4. We could just use 1 plasma gun right now. Yeah, that makes sense to me. We'd use 1 plasma gun, which we're gonna use once again next round to get rid of it. We get an extra die. Let's look at the shops. We can upgrade. Once we kill them, we'll get our 3rd gold. So we have the potential to upgrade. Do 3 damage and return the die. It's kind of nice. That's a bit big. That's not as helpful as other stuff. Doing more damage seems to be more helpful here. So I keep going off my camera. So either we get this or we do an upgrade, and we only upgrade if it's something we're at 1 and we want to keep around. The staffs are kind of meh. Those are the 2 that we're looking at. So with that stated, is there an equipment that's at 1 that we might want to keep? Yes, the magic missile. We might want to keep for a little longer. We could probably duplicate and do a bunch of damage with that, but then we don't have as much use for this, so now we do have more use for something like a spike shield. Okay. Now, let's immediately use this. We now have no gadget. The moment we get rid of this, it'll be like duplicate all dice. So we could... We could do 8 damage over here. Shield up for 1. So we could do some more shit. Oh, but shielding doesn't matter because they do poison. We're actually gonna end, even though we have a couple 1s left. I don't want to use up the durability on that. Let's end the turn instead, because more than likely we're going to use the duplicate, and that's gonna affect our gadget. Yeah, we have a broken gadget that does no effect. But if we duplicate, now we can duplicate all the dice, which includes these 5s. That's even does damage, that's fine. So we got a pretty good use out of that, and we get to do another 5 damage with this, or we could just do 1 more here. But you don't really get that many. Like, essentially, this is going to get replaced sooner rather than later. So let's use the damage from that. So like I said, either... And that's just so much damage. It becomes 5 damage to 8 damage, and we get to use it 4 times. So that feels like a good trade-off to me. Which means that we get to put it back in. And we'll keep a staff around for now. On floor 4. The question is, can we defeat this Rhino Beetle with our current equipment? Burning won't be as helpful. What is the other one? A level 3 super marshmallow rather than a normal marshmallow. Let's take away the grind zone. We haven't even used that once. A max of 5. Pump anything else in there. Evens. See, we want to force this with the potential of doing 32 damage by hacking things up. Let's try it this way. They have 46 health. Okay. Yeah, so here's the thing. So we do that 5 damage. We split this. We get the 4 uses out of this. Oh, we can split a random die. We can roll an extra die. We can shield for 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not gonna get to use this now. So I think we're better off just getting rid of this thing. Reduce damage by 1 as an extra thing. Alright, now the staff is the only thing we can damage with, which is kind of unfortunate. Because we have to do it twice, but we're protected for a bit of what they're about to do. So we're protected for a lot of that damage. All dice become 6 healths, kinda. We'll reduce damage by 1 again. Oh, actually, no, that does help us because we can use this once, and now we need to do 8 to do the damage from it. So we do our focus. Okay. We need to go pick up equipment because we're now at the point where we don't have any equipment. That's all we got, is those 2 to do damage with. So let's pick up everything. Oh my god, it's yet another staff. And a duplicate. Which means that we pretty much need to do the direwolf next. But instead of that, it's either... We already have 2 staffs, which the sooner we get rid of them, the better. So let's do counterfeit. That'll be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 damage. Plus whatever damage when we use the gadget on them. We might have to use 3 staffs here. The duplicate would be helpful to duplicate a 6 to get these down quicker. But I think we just need to work with these. Let's reduce damage by 1. We want to get, the sooner we get rid of one of these, the better. So yeah, let's start working towards this one. Because instead of reducing damage, we'll get to use that as a gadget over here. Alright, low rolls is good. Less poison, the better. Oh, they didn't curse us. That's nice. Alright, let's reduce the damage. That's now a broken gadget, which becomes 3 fire damage. We do 6 and 2 over here, which is another 6 damage. We'll do this. They're gonna curse us. No, they didn't curse us. Good. More poison, though. We now get to do 3 fire damage. This needs a 5 in it. This only has 1 more use. Let's end the turn. Are they gonna finally curse us? No. Good. Good. We do 3 more fire damage as well as this to do 6 damage. And we don't need to use our limit break. This fight is going to... Thank God, that's damage. This fight's gonna fully heal us. So we eat all the apples on the board. Okay, we do 3 fire damage. This has a maximum in it. We want to get as much damage out of that as possible. We are going to get hurt here no matter what, so I think what we do is this, and we do actually do the focus to pop into here. Alright, so they're going to do damage, fire damage to us. Oh, that's what the super is. Normally, I think they only have fire, but now they also have ice. Do 3 more fire damage. This will do... enough for here, and we did get the focus on that. This will get more fire damage over here. Before I pick that up, I kind of want to use the focus. That way, at least picking it up will give us a little bit back. Okay, we just need to live through this volley, which will be 10 damage. Okay, we can use this for its last bit of fire damage, regain a full heal. Okay. We might, like, let me take this temporarily. This is all we have, or counterfeit grinds. Like, we have, these don't do damage. This at least does damage. Same with this, but like, point being, I think we go back and I think we have to do. Oh, we can either do that or we can copy. Hold on, let me look at. We could copy this. Have it again. That's where it's at 1. That's fundamentally the same as upgrading it. We need more equipment. Okay. This will give us the 1 equipment here. This will give us 2 potentials of equipment. That'll give us an equipment here. Skeleton's the last thing we do, so we need to make sure we at least have stuff that can damage. Nice haircut. Thanks, Corgi. Welcome in. I'm very happy with the particular stylus I went to. This has a max of 4. We can do 3 out of it. Do 5 plasma damage on it. This is reusable. We could shock the... Even if we could shock them twice, I'd be happy. Actually, even shocking them once, I'd be happy. So let's do focus, increase the durability on everything. I know we could actually increase the durability on everything. Let's shock at least one of theirs. Because here's the problem, is doing this, they get to roll 2 6s. They would then have the 6s to use in here. A bit different, nice look, thank you, appreciate it. We're gonna increase durability again. The minimum, we do 5 plasma damage. Let's actually just do... I don't know, it's really nice having that around. I don't need to shock them, but it does help. Right now we don't have enough equipment. That's not going to be my logic. I don't have enough equipment at the moment to deal with other fights, so I need to keep my equipment as long as I can. Ugh, but they get to do 12 damage. That sucks. Alright, we get to do another 5 damage on that. We get to do 6 damage here. Let's just burn everything down. But yeah, it's funny, the guy does it slightly different each time, but always does a good job. Alright, Plasma Blaster, that's good. We now have more damage equipment. We've used the durability enough to justify keeping that around. Wow, Short Sword and Plasma Blaster, very similar. The Short Sword will give us back a Death Ray once we're there. So if I have enough dice to kill this guy, that'd be ideal. We're hoping to keep the apples around for forever. We can make all these 6s if we need to. We at least do the minimum amount of damage. We will do this, it'll do more damage again. We can do an amount of damage on this. And then do 2 shock damage. Which isn't so bad because so they have 4 dice, they have 4 cards. If all 4 of their dice were evens, or odds, they'd be able to use all of these and do that whatever damage. with a potential of up to 20 damage on 4 5s. But by shocking 2, that means 2 of these aren't even usable without popping a die into it. So the shock damage is actually very helpful for this fight. So they can only use these 2, essentially. They can use that, but only do 1 damage. 3 of our dice will be 1s, which is unfortunate. We at least do the 5 damage off of that. Since these are all 1s, we'll just pop them into this thing for now. We'll let them... On next turn, we're going to get to do 5 damage from this. They might hurt us a bit. The 1 and the 5. The 6 damage we're going to take with 2 dice frozen. Got these 2 frozen. Here's the 5 damage we get to do. I guess we'll get rid of this soon. Oh, actually, yeah, the burn would have done a lot of damage to them. We probably should have focused on that, but that's okay. We might need combined dice to do a certain amount of fire damage that would have been more helpful outside the snowman fight. We only have limited opportunities to heal, so I think we take that and this one probably. We go for the card and upgrade first. We do the last of the damage we can with that. Also, hold on. Well, one thing I forgot before doing that was I forgot to actually look at my cards. Okay, that probably is what we would have ended up doing anyway. Except for maybe the equipment durability. This fight will be slightly different. Oh! Actually, this time I forgot to pick up the heals before going in. Pick up at least 1 heal. We could actually probably pick up both heals. Because no matter what, we need to live through both of these fights anyway, and these are the only heals that we get across 2 fights. Okay, so this fight will be different than what you just saw a moment ago. Okay, we get to use the last of those. This has a max of 5, so let's do 5 damage on that. That's actually broken, so we might just use this 2 more times. No, actually, we're only almost just at enough for that, so let's go ahead and do that. We will cross our fingers. Vanish is probably the worst they can do here. Okay, we can make these all 6s if we need to. This is broken, so let's... I'm looking... If I made all of these 6s now... that might make more sense. I want to get at least 1 use out of... Alright. I want to get at least 1 use out of this. And probably on the plasma blaster. That would require me making these, using this twice, so like 2 of the 4s. Then I would have 2 6s. I would then increase this, use this, and do 1 shock. I think that's still the move. Do the plasma, we focus, we increase durability, we do shock with that. End the turn. We're gonna get another plasma blaster use. 6 on that. I don't know that we're gonna live through the last fight with only 16 left. There, we do that damage. We'll get to the point where we use that. How did that not kill? Were they shielded or something? That sucks. I also don't think we're gonna live through this. We would need to kill them pretty much on the first turn. So we can increase the durability of this thing at least. We haven't... That one's useless. Let's do equipment. We will get an additional use out of it. Actually, that might be a good thing. I forgot to take this first. Do a certain amount of damage and burn or die. That equipment-wise, instead of worrying about... Oh, but our duplicate is... Oh, we probably needed to upgrade that instead. On 6 inflict a burn. Okay, no matter what, I think we need to take this. We can't we can afford the combined dice after the fact. Alright, what would actually help to kill in this fight? How many damaged pieces of equipment do we have right now? Okay, this is now all damaged stuff. Just to see if we can at least make it through the fight. So we do the plasma gun damage. We force all 6s. It would be nice to use this, but... Oh, can we just shock all their equipment? We could shock all their equipment at minimum. And then I'm just wondering if we use... Yeah, I guess because we just did this, it's going to be one of the best uses out of that we can do. Okay. So we're going to rely on the shock. They're going to unshock this. Oh no, they unshocked that one to curse us. They didn't do damage though, so that's good. That is good. So let's do the 5 plasma. Let's hope this is cursed. It is. Perfect. Oh, but we can't actually shock anymore. Okay, again, we just need to live through this. We just have to hope for low numbers. Did he get there too? So we're gonna have one more curse. Five, 9, 13, 14. Oh wait, 5 plus 6. Oh, okay. 5, 9 plus, I guess, this. How much? I'm trying to think. I might need to take all these into the next battle, so I think we do that. We live through. We gain our health. We get an extra die out of it. We can't afford the last thing in the shop, so we just go to the boss. Just Beatrice. Oh wait. Before I actually do this, equipment. So we have a staff that's about to die. All of these are like on 2, whereas that one is going to be pretty helpful though. We're going to get to use that twice before it dies. We could use this once, at which point it's going to do a lot of burn damage. What is she weak to? I can't even think. So I think with that only having 1 use left anyway, we do these 2. Then go into the boss. Good, we have a couple useful things here. Okay, this is broken, so we need something to break to then make this a usable gadget. The plasma blaster doesn't even have any additional uses out of it. They have 5 things. They're going to keep using... Like, the shot kind of doesn't matter now because they're almost definitely going to use... The point being, that status effects are kind of useless. Instead, let's increase the usability. Oh, which means we can also shield. That was actually a good thing to do. Plasma Blaster only had 1 use left. I didn't realize that. So for now, let's do this. All of our, which gains us, this is 5 damage. So we're gonna get to use this probably 3 times because these all have enough uses to last us for a bit through the fight. We're shielded for 3 of what's about to happen here. Okay, she didn't do dodge, which is good. We now have 5 dice, which we can do focus on. If we need to unlock. It's either fire or shock. So I think we do this and then this. We focus the rest so they all become 6s. This we get to do a double 6, and this we do a single 6. And we still get to use that gadget next time. It's the matter of how many shocks she gets off it. Lower numbers are better. If we had something that did freeze, that would have been more ideal. So again, we get to use that. We can do, I guess the same ones make sense. And do, it doesn't matter what order we put them in because we don't have 6 for that. And, oh, this still burns a die. Yeah, we do this and this. We're just trying to get the hammer ready to die. We want to use the next plasma damage, then use this, and then gain the benefits of that. It's just a matter of if we die, because they have 19 and we have 23. They're going to get to use... Oh, they get to dodge also. We're going to do 8 damage here. Okay, so the first thing that we throw at them, they're going to dodge. But I think they can't dodge this. They can't. So actually what we do is this. No matter what we throw into it, they're going to dodge. And then this becomes the equipment over here, which is shock 3 equipment, which is actually very nice. Oh, actually, we can kill them now, right? Because we can just focus and then do 6 damage. GG. Alright. Okay, we're at wheel again. Let's give it a spin and see. But this time, you might win your heart's desire. Lucky. Oh well, everything will look up for you eventually. We completed another. We will collect on that. Yeah, that one is like stressful, but can be fun. Just trying to work your way through the equipment and trying to figure out like when to use each of the equipment. I'll stay on the screen for a moment, but I do want to see who right now is streaming on Twitch. We might do a raid out into somewhere. We have, yeah, if we raid out, we have options. Actually, because we started so early, I didn't raid into him the other day, did I? Looking, double checking. Yeah, like, if we go any longer, we won't be able to do this. So, let's head out. We will go to our just chatting. We will shout out again to our good friend Puffly, who we will end up raiding into. I think last time we raided into Reno because we were doing this early enough. Puffly, I definitely don't get to raid often enough because he streams from 4 to 7 p.m. my time. And I don't usually stream early enough. Which means that we won't be able to stay there long, but he still has another 20 minutes to stream. So we'll be pretty quick about this. We got the raid messages for anyone who wants to have a copy. First raid message for anyone without a sub. The second one is for those with a sub. Get to use the Cuphead emotes. And yeah, we'll be right back at this maybe tomorrow. I have 2 appointments on Thursday and Friday. So it just depends how they go. But yeah, we'll run the credit sequence now, and we'll keep on chugging through this. But I appreciate all you, and we will see you next time.